Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and this is Let's Play Dino Crisis, a classic survival horror game released for the PlayStation 1 back in 1999 and ported to Dreamcast and PC 1 year later. Now, it is the PC version of the game which I am going to be playing, and by some graceful miracle of the gaming gods, it is still rather touchily compatible with modern operating systems, or at the very least with Windows 7. And I want, in that vein, to very quickly, even though this is by no means at all, at 14, nearly 15 years old, a new game, actually touch upon some of the options. One particular tab of the options here, the key configuration. Thank you, Capcom, for including this in a PC port over a decade old that current-gen gaming companies still neglect to include today. The fact that this game was originally designed with the PlayStation 1 controller in mind is very transparent in the way that it controls, but after completely overhauling every single control, because the default control scheme is just atrocious, the game is actually relatively playable. And if it seems familiar in both animation and visual quality to the Resident Evil titles of yesteryear, of the old PlayStation 1 genre or era, that's the word I was going for, it's because this game was actually directed and produced by Shinji Mikami, the same as the director and producer of the original Resident Evil games. So this will share a great deal with those titles in terms of atmosphere, mechanics, and even aesthetics. Now, without further ado, let us jump into the original game mode. I don't know what Arrange Game or Operation Wipeout are about. I think Operation Wipeout is some sort of alternate game mode. I don't even know what Arrange Game is about, because the PC port of Dino Crisis is sort of all-inclusive. It unlocks everything right away that ordinarily PlayStation 1 players had to go and unlock, the likes of all of these alternate costumes here. I will be using the spy type because, for one, it's just my favorite, and for two, it just feels weird to use an unlock skin right away. And I have such nostalgia with this game years ago, over a decade ago, playing it over multiple times to unlock all of these. And before I even get started with the game, one thing that I really want to praise Dino Crisis for. Remember, this is a nearly 15-year-old game with a female protagonist, and with the exception of 2 of her 4 costumes, not even the majority, never is she in this game oversexed. She is simply presented as a strong female lead with no romantic ties. A little bit of spoilers here, but these are very, very minor. No romantic ties throughout the entire game. She's a strong female lead who just happens to be a female soldier engaged in a survival horror scenario. There are so many writers that would fall into the pitfall of any number of gender stereotypic narrative tropes with that in mind, and yet Regina stands to this day for primarily that reason, much less the rest of the very good narrative of this game, as one of my favorite female protagonists of all time in gaming. She even trumps Lara Croft in my personal taste. My god, there go the comments. I called it right now. The comments are now going to light ablaze with Dino Fuel Fury, but that's okay, because we're all here to debate in a well-honed and healthy atmosphere, right? Right? Right. Alright, now, let's get started. And yes, I am playing on easy difficulty because this game is absolutely punishingly difficult. So for the purposes of actually getting through the game in a relatively timely manner, please forgive me for going with easy mode. I'm sorry.
You have mail. The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I have successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned. I have encountered no information regarding top-secret development of new type weapons, but I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility. The man is Dr. Kirk, the leading authority of our nation's energy research. Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an accident during the course of an experiment 3 years ago. The reports were premature, and it appears that he is currently working as the head of a non-weapon project at this facility. The experiment is in the late stages of development. Regarding the staged accidental death, it appears that this country is somehow involved, recommending that necessary actions be taken immediately.
Refer to the data on Dr. Kirk. Operation instructions.
Approaching drop zone.
Feels like we've got a little turbulence.
Once you hit the ground, head straight to the designated convergence point. Got it?
Sorry I'm late.
It's time. Let's move out.
What about Cooper?
Forget him. Time's up.
Wait! Wait!
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies. Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards. You know, a little song, a little dance.
Stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Hey, did you hear what he just called me?
Forget about it. Just let Gail handle this.
All right, it's clear. Okay, let's do this. I'll infiltrate the facility and occupy the control room on the first floor. I should have access to all the security systems from there. I'll contact you as soon as I've cleared the room.
Now, to clarify for those who, like myself, the first couple of times I played this game may be confused, stand by.
Let me guess.
Gale do his
Some of
thing.
your handiwork, right?
The brass is still warm. These guards were shooting at something very recently.
So who were they fighting?
This wasn't much of a fight. I don't think these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were shooting at came in through there, and ripped right through the steel fence.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I still say you could have done this.
Very funny. We still need to figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Anyway, if you hadn't put it together, which I allow this game does not do a terrific job of presenting, even in its rather lengthy opening cinematic, we are essentially Black Ops Special Forces from Country X, because it does not specify, sent to repatriate a suspectedly captured scientist who faked his own death, or whose death was faked without his knowledge or consent, from Country Y. I really wish there was more detail given there. I think we're supposed to be either American or Japanese. This game is very Japanese in nature, in both the aspect of its horror and also just in terms of its narrative tropes. I know that seems rather vague, but you'll see what I mean as we progress. And either way, the shoe fits. Let's see here. You need the B1 backup generator room key to open this door. Alright then. And this is such a fitting night for me to record this, because I hope you all can neither, I should say, see nor hear it, but there's a storm raging outside. So you may see some lightning flashes on my face, and I may well get confused even as to whether or not certain sound effects are in-game or not. The words backup generator area ground level are carved into it. Yay! Got the backup generator area key. Fantastic. Thank you. Alright then. Hold style. Cylinder key, no. Uh-oh. How do I leave this menu? I don't know. There we go. Okay, so escape lets me exit the menu. To escape the menu. Alright then. And I should also note, nothing useful, that I hope this may be the first chapter of a long-running series kicked off here on Dino Week at Last Level Press. But I cannot guarantee that, because the only way that I could get this game...
the inside of the facility on his own.
Well, fine. Be that way. The only way that I could get this game to run with any semblance of stability, as well as to actually run the cutscenes, which it kept wanting to crash during when I first started trying to boot the game. Need to use the backup key. Ah, right, I forgot. This is one of those old games that I have to go through the item menu to use. Was to run the game straight from the disk, and while in the Dino Crisis launcher, it did provide me a section to designate a save file location, I don't know, due to this game's age, again, nearly 15 years old, whether or not that'll work. So, if it doesn't seem to work, I will try, I cannot promise that I will succeed, but try to marathon this entire game in one sitting and cut it all up into however many episodes it takes. But if it does actually allow me to save, then I'll do something a little bit more reasonable and record a few episodes per sitting, and then just let Dino Week kick this series off, and then fill it in over the next few weeks. Let's see here. Use the key. Cannot be used here. Why not? Is this the right area for that? I need the B1 backup generator room key to open this door. No. Alright then. Let's find out. Gale, did you find anything? Who did you kill? He is checking the ground. Of course he is. What about the hole in the fence? It has been ripped apart with great force. Yeah, and so has someone standing next to it, by the looks of it. Alright then. Is there anything else here in material storage? I apologize right away to those of you who may have been hoping, upon my introduction of this game, if you're unfamiliar with it, as a survival horror game, for a more fast-paced and exciting experience. No, you may be found wanting here because common essentials for maintaining the facility. This is an old-school Capcom survival horror game, which is to say, Very slow-paced, very measured, very methodical, very cerebral. Common essentials for maintaining the facility. Ah, ooh, hello. Hello. There we are. Let's push you out of the way. What's up there? Will you take the med pack? Medium. Yes, I will. Recover health completely. Thank you very much. Alrighty then. What all do I have in my default inventory? A hemostat to stop bleeding. Medpack M now. I've got 34 9mm rounds, 10 slag bullets, 6 grenade bullets, and another Medpack M. Alright, apparently it must be because I started on easy. I've actually got a fair assortment of ammunition to begin with. Again, ordinarily I would have played this game on normal, but I remember how difficult it is. And for the purposes of actually keeping this Let's Play somewhat concise, we'll be going with easy.
Rick here. I'm in. The place is deserted, though. I have a very bad feeling about this.
How's the progress going with that security system?
I don't know what's been going on here, but it looks like all the power in this facility is being cut.
How are the lights on?
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain access to backup generators on the ground level?
I'm on it. What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
He was only 10 feet away!
Wait, I found a key.
Hand it over. Let's head outside.
You're kind of a dick, you know that? Never mind, of course you know that. You like that. Alright, let's move on. To the backyard. Alright then. I keep forgetting I can actually sprint, but so that I can actually take my time and notice things, I'll be walking a great deal of the time. Anything in these boxes? They must have been used to carry materials. What kind of materials? Right then. Right, this corridor I can run down. I actually really like the fact that this game does not use painted backgrounds. It's all fully three-dimensional.
That's disgusting.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be some sort of animal.
Okay, let's move on.
You, have anything on you, buddy? Do a little corpse robbing. Will you take the aid? Is that anesthetic? Yes. Increase the potency of items with anesthetic properties. Alright, my memory is kicking in. So, clearly, you don't need that anymore. Didn't really do you a great deal of good. Let's keep a rolling. So, Gale, you just gonna stand watch?
I'll stand guard here. You go inside and take a look around.
Alrighty then. Will do, Captain, my captain. I assume you're a captain. I don't even know if we're given any ranks for these people. Never mind that we don't even know which military they answer to. Okay. Aha. Here we are. A battery charger. If I set the battery here, I can charge it. Small miracles. But I do not have a battery. Oh, wait, here we are. Yes, there are a great deal of puzzles in this game, and you're all in for a treat, because I am terrible at puzzle games. Thankfully, I've got a great deal of the games, or rather the puzzles from this game, memorized. Let's see, there are 3 buttons. Which button will you press? None of them, because I need to see what order they go in. Looks like red, blue, green, white. Okay, now let's find out. Red, blue. Now for green, white. Ta-da! Cancel. And activate. There's a switch. Will you press it? That is not a switch. That is a lever. One does not... Well, maybe there is a switch on there somewhere. I don't know. They just look like levers. I assume those 4 somewhat off-kilter yellow lights are good. Yes. Rumbly generator. Now we've got power. Never mind that there was already power, due to all the lights being on. Uh-oh!
Gale?
Yeah, Gale. I should mention I haven't played this game in nearly a decade, so while I have a great deal of nostalgic fondness for it, I don't remember much of what goes on past the first hour or so of gameplay. Gale, buddy, you okay out here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a nice little quick draw. More fence cut.
Gale!
Oh my. That's a rather steep cliff. Hi there! I do like the fact that this game doesn't really keep the revelation that there are dinosaurs on this island for very long. I mean, with the name Dino Crisis, it's obvious. Oh boy. You stay away! No! Okay, alright. Yes, let's outrun a Deinonychus. This is a terrible idea. No. Okay. Juke him! Oh, sick tricks, bruh! Alright then. I'm sure that chain link fence will keep that dinosaur at bay. It just went away. No, it didn't. I lied. I was deadly mistaken. No! Screw you! Die! Have some 9mm justice! Are you dead? I don't believe you. You're not dead. You're not bleeding. I recall that being one of your tricks. Nope! Nope! You! Die! Okay, now it's bleeding. Let's go. I don't want to stay here with any more raptors. That's a bad idea. Alrighty then. Yeah, let's just answer
Good news.
my
I got the control
watch
system
phone.
back online.
Good for you.
What's the situation over there?
Shitty.
It's Gale. I lost him.
So what's the bad news?
The bad news is dinosaurs.
Guards?
You're not gonna believe this. He was attacked by some kind of dinosaur.
You don't know that.
Now that's a good one. So, who was it? Barney?
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We
I
were
like
just
him.
attacked by a big-ass lizard.
For real, what's going on over there? Alright, head over to the control room and we'll sort out this whole situation.
He thinks I've been doing the drugs. Alright, thank you, game. I know my destination. I should also note that episodes in this series may get a little bit long, because this game is so old that it predates the save whenever you want function that has become rather ubiquitous these days. So I've got to hold out until I can get to, in old Resident Evil style, predetermined offices in which I can save. So I can't promise exactly how long many of these episodes will be. Oh, I don't like this hallway. I do not like this hallway. Let's keep my gun at the ready. Because yes, level gun and fire. Okay, that was real world thunder. Level and fire are two different... What was that? Buttons. No. None of that. Can I go in here? No. The door is locked from the other side. Fantastic. Don't they equip special forces with at least some kind of rudimentary lockpicking? A notice is posted. 10 a.m. Dr. Kirk's lecture. The future of the stabilizer. Do I get to know any more than that? Maybe? A notice is posted. Dr. Kirk's lecture. Alright then. What is this? Can I do anything with this? It's a fallen... Ah, that's right. There's a ventilation opening. I believe that I can reach it by climbing. Channel your inner Tom Cruise, Regina. Do you want to climb the ventilation opening? Yes. Suddenly string. Convenient. Okay then. I don't like not being able to see. The cinematography in this game, when it comes to the camera positioning as one moves through the environment, is actually relatively good. Given that this is one of those old games in which you're not actually controlling yourself in the same sort of control scheme as normal for games these days. What I mean is, if I press right, I don't move to the right, I turn to the right. Forward then makes me move forward, rather than as is relevant to the camera pan. Much like the old Resident Evil games. But while a lot of games can make that kind of control scheme very difficult to manage, especially in combat, With a few exceptions, unfortunately, this game actually manages to do it relatively well, due to clever camera positioning in most cases. What was that noise? I like that background music. I mean, I do. It's really good. Creates a lot of tension. Ooh, hello. Who are you? But it makes me nervous. What is it? Take 9mm. Parabellum. Standard bullets for either a Glock 34 or 35's use. Thank you. Alright then. Let's keep those. And if I recall correctly, this is the control room. Right? Right? Yes, control room. First floor. Alrighty then. Hi. Oh, what's up, buddy? I got some bad news.
Status.
This security system is a snap from me. Real amateur stuff.
He's got lead hacksaws.
What exactly happened to Gale? You said that he was attacked by a dinosaur?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
That's a great idea, but Cooper has the radio, and he's missing.
Thanks, Gale.
Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor for the underground area. The camera's offline.
Fantastic.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored to the area.
Exactly. They must have that area wired to a different power system than the ground level.
Well, we can investigate that area after we finished our sweep of the ground level.
Okay, then I'll take care of the shutters that are blocking the way. You work your way in, grab the dock, and then rendezvous back here.
Alrighty then. Just for the sake of understanding exactly everything around me. ID card required to operate this elevator. Alrighty then. And now I can move on. Okay.
Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
So you did see it! You just gave me crap to be a dick! 'Cause you referred to them as things, plural. So you know they're out there. I'm not crazy. There are dinosaurs here. You can store medical supplies in this emergency box. You need a plug to open this emergency box. You do not have enough plugs. Fine then. Ah, yes, I remember those. Those can be accessed from anywhere. It's one of the first games to actually feature a system like that. Well, I press the switch. Yes? Nothing happened. Okay, that's just fantastic. Alright, well. Back into the air duct we go. Wait, no. No. Let's find out where this door goes. I don't remember at all. Management office. Ah! Is this one of the save points? It is! Good! Alright, what are you? Hello. What are this? Collect the code disk with the same mark and set both parts into the door. DDK input device disk H. Alright then. I don't remember exactly what those are for. Something seems to be inside the cardboard box. Well, what is it? Give it to me. Used for red, green, and yellow boxes. Multiple plugs may be necessary. Alright, now I can actually use one of those devices. Very good. Anything else in here? Other than all the blood everywhere? Files are scattered. The guard rotation schedule is posted here. Anything over at this desk? Maybe? The computer has not been turned on. Can I turn it on? Okay, see if there's anything. Ooh. Oh my! Bad times. Bad times were had by all. You have your little disc thingy. Leo. It appears to be a panel that can unlock an electronic lock. Panel key 2. Alright then. Where are you? It is locked. There is a panel on the door to release the lock, but it isn't working now. Okay, so I'm going to have to restore power to that at some point, and I think that is what one of those keys goes to. Anything in these lockers? Personal property of the guardsman. Nothing useful. Anything in this one? No. What about these drawers? Anything at all? Nope. Not even flavor text. How do I save in here? I know this is one of the save offices. Is it you? A switch. Will you press it? Yes? Whoa! I can turn the computer on! Good. Alright. What do you tell me, computer? Reveal to me your secrets! On the screen there is an email titled New Employee Education. Will you read the email? Yes. Please inform the new employee assigned to this department about the DDK system as follows. The Digital Disk Key, or DDK, is a system that secures our most important areas with advanced locking device. To release the locks protected by the DDK, prepare and set the following 2 data disks at the locking device near the door. DDK Code Disk X and Input Disk X. The type of DDK you need is indicated on the door, A, B, etc. If the DDK type you use does not match, you cannot release the lock. Before operating the system, make sure that your DDK type matches the door you wish to unlock. Alright, just in case I hadn't put that together. Now then, does it give me, will you save your progress up to this point? Yes! Please! Save complete! And with that, I'm apparently going to move into the hallway. I didn't want you to do that. I wanted to stay on that menu. Uh-oh.
Gina, I took care of the shutter.
Thank you.
You should be able to access the control panel now.
Okay. Thank you.
Already?
There's-
That was quick. Thanks.
Hey girl, just get going.
Yeah, okay. What was that? No! No! Die! Die! No! Okay, right. Yeah, panel. Switch. No, switch. Aha! Come and bite me now, you scaly bastard. Okay, now that I'm safely protected behind a wall of lasers, that has been Chapter 1 of Dino Crisis. I love this game. I am getting such a high of nostalgia right now that I really, really hope that that save actually worked and that I will be able to continue this series. If not, this will be a nice little trip down memory lane for Dino Week here at Last Level Press. Either way, stick around for more. I am Mr. Black here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Billy, we still got dinosaurs to kill. This war ain't over, Billy. Billy, why you standing there, Billy? Oh god, no! Where did the raptor come from? And suddenly raptors, Deus Ex Velociraptor.